I want to go. We're going to go over some setups this morning. We got news coming out at 8:30, which is going to position ourselves after news, like yesterday with crude oil. I'm going to go over some setups in a second. I want to do a quick video real quick. Make sure we're on the same page on these setups. John, Pat, hey, good morning. Adam, Veronica. All right, let's get rolling. Let's look at crude. I want to go over today's setup that just happened. I want to go over that, and then we're going to go over the news trade coming out here at 8:30. And I want to go over yesterday's trade on a rejected trade that Lawrence picked up. Good job, Lawrence, yesterday on picking that flip trade. That was perfect. I'll go over that also. So let's go this morning. If you look at this morning, what we had a breakout retest, a high value area at 2x stacked area. Here's a control point. Control point is in blue. That's the most volume that is traded. Most volumes traded since 1:30 a.m. this morning. And it had a break retest. So we had a break retest this morning, early morning, for a first test area. There's your break. There's your retest, a high value. And then we had to move up to high value, went from high value to high value. And then it came down to second test area. This is a 2x stacked level, 2x area stacked, control on control. Okay, so this is a first test area, second test. Your best trades are going to be off a first test area right there. Your second test areas, you're allowed to take them if you have confluence only. You got to have a stacked area. You do not want to take this if it's just a single market profile area. If it's stacked, you're allowed to take it with positive market delta. So here's your positive market delta right at that level. Oops. On the retest, there's your positive market delta, 388. It's over 200. And that got crude going to high value area of the target. It went from control point to high value area. So here was your target here. You want to try to get the opposite market profile and scale with symmetry dot. So that's one target today. And then the second target just hit there to high value 2x stacked area. It's at 2x stacked area right now. So those are the two trades that got rolling this morning on crude so far. We had breakout, retest, high value, positive market delta earlier. And then we had a retest of 2x stacked area control point with positive market delta. Remember to keep your stop 2 ticks below the swing low. I was talking to traders this morning that were into this trade. You want to watch market delta early. It did not change red in the infancy of the trade. And I said the target would be 2x stacked area up here at 96. I was talking about that at 15 till 8 this morning. And about a half hour later, we finally hit our target here. About 20 minutes later, actually, finally hit our target on high value area. If it would have rolled over on a second test area and got us a red market delta, we probably would have took the lows out and hit 53. And here's what I'm looking for too before we get rolling. I want to show you what happened yesterday on the news trade that we nailed. When news comes out at 8:30, if we get below low value again, we break 71. We break this 71 control point. We break this level. If we break it, look for a corrective wave when we come out and take these lows out. If it does that, it's now a third test area. So that's major support here at 70. If it breaks that, retests the 70 level, look for the lows to be taken out with negative market delta. And that's coming out with news. If this high doesn't get taken out, that 44 whole level, the high don't get taken out and we break these lows, look for an ABC short negative market delta, okay? The one trade I want to show you, the next trade coming up that I want to, yesterday's trade that Lawrence got on was a 2 o'clock trade. I want to show you real quick. It's actually a great little setup in the room. Right here, it's called a rejected level. The market was in a downtrend and Lawrence picked this up. Good job, Lawrence. Way to pay attention. The market got rejected right here with a positive market delta. And I just want to show traders this real quick. I'll pop it back on. With a positive market delta, it turned positive right here. You see how it turned positive right at low value area and it popped the market back up. Right when it turned negative 432 right here, that is a sell signal and the market got drilled. That is called a rejected sell with trend. You'll see negative market delta, positive market delta, turn the market up, and then we get drilled back down to the downside. So that is a really good setup for you guys and gals to jump on as far as that trade goes. Secondly, the news trade yesterday also. So that's a rejected sell. We're in a downtrend. You can't buy LVA. You want LVA to bounce the market. You want to see it turn green. Big market to bounce at 830 and then turn back negative. Lawrence got short. Great sell trade. And that perfect. Look at that. Negative market delta all the way down. That's called a rejected sell with trend. So I want to point that out. Make sure you guys understand that. The next trade I want to point out yesterday that we went over at 8:30 in the morning. We went over a trade yesterday on Trading News. We're going to do the same thing this morning. I want to show you something so you're clear in your head. The news trade at 8:30 in the morning, I put these two boxes up. The reason I put this upper box, I said, watch for this after crude oil inventory releases. I had 3 times stacked area. I had high value area, control point, and control. I made this little box within 7 ticks. News was released 2 hours later. It came up and stopped at the exact tick on my control point with negative market delta. All right. When on the black chart, the trend was down hard. You're allowed to sell retracements on the black chart. It doesn't matter if you're above high value area on the white chart over here, guys and gals. You guys had some questions about that yesterday. It doesn't matter if you're above high value in the white chart because the white chart and the black chart are independent. If the black chart, if you're in a downtrend, you sell retracements. Sell the first test of the area. You just don't sell red Fibonacci dots over here. You don't sell red Fibonacci if you're above high value on a news release. So don't get that confused. The white chart over here is used for Fibonacci retracements that conflude with my overall trend over here. If you look, you can see this 2 times stacked area. I also was on my line in the sand over here on my J signal and have my blue Fibonacci dots. That's when it matches up. It will match up. You see how I had a retest on my black market profile, 2 times control, actually touching the 50 also. Remember that 50. I don't like moving averages, remember, for support and resistance. I use them for trend direction, but I do like the 50 when the 20 crosses through. I like that area around the 50 on trend days. It will stop right around that 50. It's a good gauge of where the market will stop. It did it on gold this morning and brought gold at 7:15 this morning. I had a buy signal. Had a buy signal right at 2 times. Go to gold real quick, Gerald. Had a buy signal here. You see how the 20 and 50 cross? 20 and 50 cross right there. And I had a buy signal. Buy signal was right here, right on gold this morning. You can see I had 2 times level stacked, control and LVA, and look how it stops right around the 50. That is the only way I use the moving averages for day trading, is it gives me an area on the 50 to look for retracement, especially if you're trending hard down. It typically will retrace around that 50 plus or minus ticks above or below it, a few ticks, and that's when you look for negative market delta to propel the trade. So it's been doing that ever since I've been watching the markets 20 plus years. So just a neat way to tell. So what we'll do is we're going to look for another setup here coming this morning. So go back to crude, Gerald. With crude, we had, this is the last trade setup. With news events, I'm going to shut this off in a second. It's now 8:25, 4 to 5 minutes before news, right? You want to get out of your positions. Flatten your positions on crude, and we're going to wait 15 to 20 seconds after the news released, and then we're going to reestablish the position, okay? I'm going to look for a break back inside. If it breaks 70, break inside the control, retest for a corrective wave coming up. I'll go over that in a second.